So someone from the DOJ says what we all know, and that's that the Trump indictments are all lawfare and it's a perversion of justice. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a U.S. Department of Justice spokesperson from SDNY out there in New York, Alvin Bragg Town, Letitia James Town. This man was caught on candid camera saying that he believes all the indictments against Trump are just lawfare. And these guys like Alvin Bragg are just ambitious. They want to use this to springboard themselves to something else. Now imagine ruining people's lives all because you have ambition. You want to be the big dog. You want to be the king of the hill. That's crazy, but different story. I digress. Now, before I go any further, let's get into the video. And I got to give a lot of credit to Louder with Crowder. Yes, Stephen Crowder, Louder with Crowder. He's doing the Project Veritas, OMG James O'Keefe type situation and doing some undercover investigation. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's get the truth to the American people. Now, of course, I won't play the entire thing. This is on Stephen Crowder's channel. I will link to this full video in the box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
You're stacking charges and rearranging things just to make the case is nonsense. It's a perversion of justice.
So if you didn't hear what he said so far, he's talking about Alvin Bragg stacking charges and things of this nature, and that this is lawfare and a perversion of justice.
To make him a convict, a convicted felon. It affects his candidacy if he's a convicted felon. It's a travesty of justice, a mockery of justice.
Now, I'm going to kind of go ahead a little bit here. Shout out to Crowder.
Those felonies did nothing to stop Trump from running.
No, in fact, they made him more relevant.
Did that backfire?
Sure did. And the whole thing is disgusting.
Now, if you didn't hear that part, it's talking about the felonies, all this and that. Maybe the powers that be thought that the felonies might deter the American people from voting for Trump. All it did was just embolden us even more. It backfired. And I don't see how they thought that that would result in anything else other than that. But let's continue.
They're just out to get him. And that's why, like, he's surging in the polls. You know, it's a perversion of justice. You're stacking charges and rearranging things just to make the case. No, to be honest with you, I think the case is nonsense. State levels are Wild West. They're like idiots. They don't care. They're all political. So yeah, this guy's probably going to try to lock him up, and it's going to be ugly. They're so obsessed with getting him.
All right, I got a little bit of breaking news. The sentencing for the hush money case up there in New York, I believe, with Alvin Bragg. Well, the sentencing for that has been postponed until after the election, and y'all know what that means. Once he wins, which he's going to win, and becomes a president again, you're not going to be able to go in the Oval Office and send this guy to the penitentiary to make big rocks to little. Once he becomes a president, he's home free. After that, he's good.
Who is they?
Alvin Bragg, yeah, who I've known for 15 years. He used to work in my office. Before he decided to prosecute Trump, did you know who he was? You do now. I'm not sure what he wants to be, but I know he's not happy just being the DA of New York County. So Alvin's very ambitious. Every real estate person in New York does what he did. Nobody's ever been charged with this until him.
Mr. Biasi is just saying the quiet part out loud. The part that unfortunately matters. Lawfare? Yes. Why? Because Biasi openly says so. The ones from Alvin Bragg are a particular perversion of justice. How do you know? Because Biasi says so, and he's known him for 15 years. Election interference, at this point, is there any doubt?
Are those even actual felonies? Because I was pretty sure that...
You're stacking charges and rearranging things.
I just want to pause right here. We know that we have lawfare happening. It's right in front of our face. But the question is, what is to be done about it? what's to be done? We just say, hey, man, let's let bygones be bygones. It's got to be something. I'm not trying to promote violence, but definitely if I was Trump and they asked me, hey, what would you want as like retribution for all this lawfare? What I would say is, hey, man, tell them, give me my money back. You know how much money I spent and time I spent on this case? Give me my money back, plus a little bit for my time and my troubles, and a little bit for Barron to go play basketball at New York State or wherever he's going. Like, let's just do that and move on. That'd be what I say. Although I know I'm kind of soft with my approach, but I think that'd be enough.
It's just to make it fit a case. No, to be honest with you, I think the case is nonsense. Every real estate person in New York does what he did. Nobody's ever been charged with this until him. And that's why, like, the surging of the polls. You know, it's a perversion of justice.
Those felonies did nothing to stop Trump from running.
No, in fact, they made him more relevant.
Did that backfire?
Sure did.
And that was that Alvin Bragg's choice to do that? Or why?
Because Alvin's very ambitious.
What do you mean?
He wants to be, you know, something. I don't know what. Mayor. I'm not sure.
And you know what? There's more, but I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Alvin Bragg, what he is doing is kind of like what Fani Willis is doing. Somebody said it was Fannie. I don't know. Fannie, tomato, it really don't even matter. The lady down there in Atlanta, how about that? Fulton County DA. It's the same thing. I think she wanted to have the Trump case to propel herself to a level of superstardom. Maybe she wanted to be on the same level as Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, one of these people. Okay, maybe she might be able to be the vice president one day and be at the debate stage, not knowing what the term price gouging means. So she says it as price gauging. Maybe that could be her role in the future. So why not take on the case with Trump? And of course, I can make a little bit of money from our sugar baby, Nathan Wade, but that's a different story, and I digress. As I close, I want to say this. Shout out again to Stephen Crowder for that particular video. I'm going to link to the full thing. It's like 14 minutes in the box, so you can see it in full without my commentary. But we all know, listen, that was a Department of Justice, a U.S. Department of Justice spokesperson right there on the screen telling you it's BS. I know Alvin Bragg 15 years. He's stacking charges, trying to make it fit. It's all nonsense. And then we have the news that they're going to postpone the sentencing until after the election. And what was the whole thing they were trying to do from the beginning? To get them locked up and in jail and in the penitentiary before the election. But that ain't going to happen. Listen, I think all these cases are being postponed indefinitely, postponed, sentencing until after. It's because they know they don't have anything. It's September. The election is upon us. They have nothing. It looks crazy. The public doesn't like it. They tried to assassinate them. So you try to lock them up and keep messing with them. Now you're going to start to stoke civil unrest. So it's over. Let it go. And like I said, if I was Trump, you can pay me back in cash money. Give me a check right now. How much money I spent on my lawyers, how much money I spent on my travel, how much money I spent on my lodging and food and everything from going to this courthouse, that courthouse, this courthouse, that courthouse. I want all that back, plus a little bit for my troubles and a little something set aside for my family. But that wouldn't be as bad as a whole 10 for the big guy by going and taking money from Ukraine and potentially starting some conflict over there. It's not that bad, I'll tell you. One you don't deserve and one you do deserve. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on this whole situation with the DOJ spokesperson saying that this is lawfare, they're stacking charges, it's a perversion of justice? Do you agree, disagree, whatever your thoughts are? Let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. It's pretty clear. You got Alvin Bragg's colleague, 15 years. A guy who knows him personally for that long says, hey, this is BS what he's doing. And I don't take this guy from the DOJ as being some kind of stone cold stomp down conservative. I'm not getting Jocko Willnick's vibes or whatever. I'm not getting those kind of vibes. I think it's not even about political party or political affiliation. It's about common sense. Hey, you're messing with this guy because you cannot defeat him. That's what you're doing. And the general public does not like it. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.